Eric will help out with the running that sled today, and so they will start from the pole in row number 1 outside that front row. Good qualifying effort for the team out of Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. Colin Henderson, Aaron Celestino, Drake McColo on that number 13. That 2022 Polaris, the Wismat Building Materials sponsored machine. That is your front row here for the Extreme PowerSports 300, and if you're joining us here, the banks of this race course, 96.9 is the FM radio, track radio here, so you can dial us in on that, put the earbuds in, and listen to the broadcast here of this great race that's going to take place on this beautiful half-mile, 3/8 half-mile course here in Gaylord, Michigan, and everybody, just a great temperature race time here. The visibility is fantastic, and we have 26 sleds here ready to go in event number 2 of the MIRA circuit. Look at that great vision right down the front straightaway now as everybody family here now as Jamie Vincent and the gang, all the members here, the great track crew here. Look at the vision of that. Great work by the camera work, Flow Vision, Chris Reams on that camera right there, down trackside as it takes the field right down past you. And boy, look at the great crowd here, ready to go here in Gaylord, Michigan. You can see the machines now as they start to put some heat into the engines here and get ready to roll. As there's your pole sitter Ryan Spencer on board that 21, that Arctic Cat. That is one fast machine out of that Cataract Collision Racing stable, the 2023 Arctic Cat ZR600R. That machine will start on the pole here. Absolute gorgeous day here, about 40-45 degrees here in Gaylord, Michigan. Great crowd on hand on the banks. Look at the vision now of you can see all the crowd here as we are honored to bring you this 300, the Extreme PowerSport 300 here, moments away from the start in Gaylord, Michigan. Race field now starts to put a little more temperature into those motors and get ready to run. You can see the pace sled out onto the track, ready to turn. 26 sleds loose here. We had 3 rounds of qualifying, 2 rounds yesterday, set the field. The top 10 were set by yesterday's 2 rounds of qualifying, and this morning we had the final round of qualifying to grid the machines for the start here from spots 11 through on to 26 for today's Extreme PowerSports 300. My name is Spanky Robinson out of Deborah, Ontario, Canada. I'm honored to be able to call the race here with my good buddy JD. JD, you ran back up to the track here. Exciting time here. We're ready to go in Gaylord.
Fantastic. My name is JD Hawk. I am from the Oscoda, Michigan area. Looks like one more, given the one more. So we're going to be under the green very shortly. Again, our state representative, Ken Broughton, from this area, is going to be dropping the green flag, and then he'll relinquish the control of that to Mr. Mark Judet.
How about it, race fans? Give those machines a wave as they go by it. Let's get them up in the air. Boy, we're ready to go here. We're going to see this flag drop here in Gaylord. One machine slowing down now on the inside. Not sure. Possible problem for one of the race machines as they pull down on that apron. Give them a wave, race fans. Let's send them off here on this 300 lap event here in this beautiful race course here in the Gaylord Motorsports Complex in Gaylord, Michigan. There's your pace sled. Watch him turn down on the inside. And we're going to look for a start here. Watch now as he'll come up to your chief starter, Mark Judet, and he'll look over the field, and will he wave?
There it goes.
We are underway in Gaylord in the Extreme PowerSports 300 as the machines now jockey. Look at 3, 4 wide. Wow, look at that action here around this half mile. As off now, down off the corner will lead lap 1 in that cataract collision. Ryan Spencer brings that number 21 down to the line. Lap 1 in the books here in the Extreme PowerSports 300 in Gaylord, Michigan.
Yes. Lap time for that very first lap, 20.784 for Ryan. And again, we did find out that Troy is present in the team area. He's just not up to the weather. And so he's going to be an advisor today. And Dustin Furyk is joining Cataract's team as the secondary driver.
Well, that cataract collision, Arctic Cat's got a pretty nice lead early here. Nice start.
It does.
Nice clean start here at the race course here in Gaylord. There he goes, Ryan Spencer on board that Arctic Cat. He'll put another lap in the books, that last lap, a 23:44.
That's his best one right there.
Everybody's smooth. Visibility is great here, JD. That sometimes when the temperatures are very cool can be a problem here for enduro racing, but look at absolute clear visibility for the riders here.
And I guess the thing I'm looking at, which is not as present, is the snow dust.
Yeah, exactly. That creates a problem. All the machines now, as we look now, the caution flag does wave. So
we've got some yellow laundry already.
Yellow on the race course here. We'll wait and pick it up. What might have happened here? So we're not sure what.
Exactly.
One machine, you can see there. One machine.
They've actually red flagged. So yeah.
We can see one machine off the track and right up into the timing MRI.
That's
timing
the WV racing entry also.
Wow, that machine come off the race course, got into the bank, and jumped up and right up. You can look at the vision of that machine right up in next to the timing trailer. The rider off okay on that one, looks to be up and okay on that one. That's Ezra Arnold, the Unionville, Michigan rider.
Now he's on the phone to his insurance agent. He says, "Is this covered?"
As you can see, the officials try to dig that machine out. You can see the edge of the track there. That machine launched off that snowbank. Didn't see it on in my vision.
Nope.
But that machine, JD, launched off that snowbank and ended up coming up against pretty close. That's the MIRA timing trailer right there.
We'll have to ask Gina if she is she's okay.
Ezra Arnold, the rider out of Unionville, Michigan, 25 years old, as well as Ryan Dalsky, Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, the 28-year-old rider. Those are the two riders on that machine, the Vermash Farms Cedar Tavern and Grill, Villa, Woody's Clean and Redline Oil sponsored number 44. But boy, it's taken quite a few of the officials to try to dig that one back out.
Oh, yep. Just want to make sure you get that one. That's Climb. I thought it was Clean too when I first started, but Chris Reams corrected me. So
Climb, I'm sorry.
Yep,
Some of the pronunciations, you can see they got that machine. I've been told I've been saying Gaylord, Michigan wrong, but I'm trying to correct that now with so
they just got to tell us. Don't slap us upside the head.
You know what? I'm honored that the people are listening and they're on board FloRacing. So that's just absolutely great that you've pointed that out. We will make that correction, and there goes Ezra Arnold to get that machine back onto the track. Boy, I have never seen anything
Mr.
like
Reams,
that.
can we take a look at the possible aftermath of the timing trailer? Is there any major damage done to it? We're going to make sure.
I don't think there was significant contact. Just kind of ended up against that trailer. Everything looks to be okay down there, but we're under the caution here in the Extreme PowerSports 300 up in Gaylord, Michigan, as one machine getting off that turn. You look at the marks, JD. Now you can see the marks there.
Yeah, right there.
You can see the marks from those carbide runners. Just in the area, did not really jump over the bank. That's the area of the road onto the track. There was hay bales there. And
now if you look at them, though, you look at them and see how they curve. So he was going into the turn, and it looks like something cut loose on him.
Yeah, we're not sure something broke now, but you can see the hay bales just got destroyed basically where that machine, that Polaris went through there, and
And
I think a pretty good job to get that shut down. You look, there's no damage to the...
it doesn't appear to be any damage, maybe a dent or two, but that'll be something that we can have Ezra or Ryan sign it.
Wow, the race crew now goes to work, and they'll put some hay bales back there on the entrance. And there's Gina. Hi, Gina, give us a wave. Boy, that was, you got an up close a vision of the starting laps here at the Gaylord 300. Boy,
right?
That must have been something to see when you're looking out the windows.
Andy Doobie, would you please report to the track entrance? Andy Doobie, please report to the track entrance. Thank you very much.
Well, race fans, we'd like to thank everyone involved here in building this beautiful racetrack. The Gaylord Motorsport Complex here, just an absolute beautiful racetrack built. The Doobie family with a great idea. And
they had help from Gaylord Muffler Man, Total Lawn Care, Johnston Landscaping, and they are helping out with the plow truck. Smith Equipment, they are graciously letting us use their man lift over on turn number 2, where we have Edward stationed. We'd like to thank Cataract Collision for letting us use their trailer where Kevin is stationed, but those first businesses I mentioned, they are responsible for this beautiful race facility. So again, I've always said, if you get an opportunity to shop those businesses in this local area, please do, and make sure you thank them for their sponsorship. Speaking of sponsorship, we're going to move on to our race sponsors as well. And they include our title sponsor today, Extreme PowerSports, right here in Gaylord. If you have a need for anything power sport wise, please go see Chris and his staff over there at Extreme PowerSports. They have a great inventory. They have a fantastic service department, and I'm speaking from personal experience being there. I have been through their entire facility, and it is just stellar. Gaylord Tourism Bureau today also responsible for sponsoring today's event, as well as Countryside Sales and Service. I'll tell you what, without their assistance, well, number one, we'd be cold because we'd be sitting outside, but they put in so much effort to this race, and not only having a race team, but they put in a lot of effort behind the scenes as well. We want to thank Waste Management, Beard Oil Distributing, the United States Air Force, Diesel Freaks, O'Reilly Auto Parts, and Woody's Traction Products. Those people just either A, gave us some great stuff to use at the race, or B, they financially contributed to help us out defray costs. And again, we can't thank each and every one of them enough for what they do.
Well, again, JD, we look at the race officials, the men and ladies. Thanks for the great help there as they unload some hay bales and get them back positioned on that the road. The entrance into pit area right there is that machine getting through them bales and off the race course. But everything's okay. We're going to get back underway here momentarily here for the Extreme Motorsports 300.
I see why they called Mr. Doobie. He is packing that berm back, the snow berm back around the bales to try to eliminate the chance of it getting over again.
We thank everyone. Boy, it takes a lot to build a racetrack like this, JD, up here, and everyone works so hard on this. We've seen the graders, the boys operating the graders out there last night on the race course and cleaned it all up so we could race today in the Extreme PowerSports 300.
We talked about it earlier. The apex of 3 and 4 was just almost down to soil, and last night, and again, I don't know the technical term of what they did. I call it, they put a patch on it. They shaved off some of the bank to create some snow and ice, and they then smoothed that out across the apex of 3 and 4, and they made it look absolutely phenomenal. And we've had zero complaints this morning about drivers saying, that's a soft spot or anything else. They've just said, nope, track is in absolutely fantastic condition. And again, that is tribute to the knowledge and skill of the Doobie family.
Well, we're just about ready to get back underway here. We've completed, what have we completed here? 5 laps in the books here, and we're under the caution here in this Extreme PowerSports 300 as repairs just about complete here now. We're going to get back underway racing. the Extreme PowerSports 300 in Gaylord, Michigan.
There comes your field.
The field slowly rolls by the area now as they'll brush up that little entranceway there. There's a good view. We thank everyone joining us on FloRacing. Boy, are you in for a treat. Absolute phenomenal coverage of this race here in Gaylord. Look at the people on the banks having a good old time. 96.9 FM radio. If you want to turn around all them trucks up on the banks, you can listen to the broadcast here.
All right. Oh, we have a Vermash on the back of that 44 sled. Interesting. Okay. So one of the Vermash boys is on the back of the WV sled. Interesting.
That is interesting. The riders listed, Ezra Arnold and Ryan Dalsky, initially in our information, but you've seen a Vermash on the back of that.
I saw his jacket, so we'll keep that in our memory banks. I was about to say something the coverage here by FloRacing is absolutely phenomenal. We have 4 separate camera angles to bring you. 3 of them are track views, and 1 of them is with Mr. Reams. He is our roaming camera, and he will be down in pit row along with Marcy Furyk, reporting on the race as things happen. If somebody comes in for a pit stop or looks like they've got some trouble, he's going to go down and see if he can get some questions and answers as to their thoughts.
Drivers, Ezra Arnold, wearing Kevin Vermash.
So we did just receive confirmation that is Ezra Arnold on the sled. He must have just grabbed the wrong coat.
Well, there goes that pace sled, JD. We're going to get back underway here. Watch for the restart. There's Ryan Spencer in that 21 outside the 50. There we go. The green flag waves. We're back underway in the Extreme PowerSports 300 here in Gaylord, Michigan. As the sleds rocket down that back straightaway here. Look at the great vision down inside the wall, or I should say Spencer will lead the field down off that turn 4 to the line.
Starting to open up a little bit of a lead too.
9 laps completed here. That last lap at 21.250 for that Cataract Collision Arctic Cat.
Got a move going on here. Got a move coming up from second.
Yeah, a little look
24.
on the inside. That's Billy Ski on that 24. Look on the inside. Boy, Billy Ski up to the middle of the track. Look at that run on the outside as he'll challenge. He'll slide up. He'll lose a little traction, but he's right there challenging for that lead. Look at Spencer work those bars as he comes off that turn number 4 to the line to complete lap number 11. But he's got some company on the outside. Billy Ski and that number 24. And that Polaris, he's got that one trying to make the move around. Now Ski, he'll slide up the track again as he looked to have a pretty good run, but just lost traction. He'll lose ground now as they cross the line to complete lap number 12. Top 5 at this point, the Cataract Collision Racing Arctic Cat, the number 21. In second, Novak Racing, number 24. In third, the Countryside Racing, number 28, that Polaris. Fourth spot, the Mickey's Sleds, number 57, that Polaris. Rounding out the top 5, that number 30, the Tommy Bauer Racing, number 30. That's Joey Birch today on that one, Nick Wickerham. And boy, Joey Birch, part of that team that the Bauer Racing, number 19, they won the I-500. What a celebration that was up in Sault Ste. Marie 1 week ago.
An absolute nail-biter of a finish.
Never seen a finish like that in my life at the I-500 as the 2 teams come across the line pretty much together, and just the ski tip out front was that Bauer Racing, Tommy Bauer Racing, number 19. But today, here we are at this beautiful race course in Gaylord, Michigan, and
Ryan Spencer about to make someone go down a lap, if he can break past him. Speaking of Tommy Bauer Racing, I do want to send out a great big thank you to them as well. They are the people that provide the side-by-side for Jan Bailey, our medical professional, to use during the race. It gets her out to the incident sites as fast as she possibly can, and again, keeps our safety is always top in mind. And so Tommy Bauer Racing, thank you for your generous donation of that use.
You can see on the Flow Vision, you can see how the racetrack already getting pretty chewed up here with a pretty good berm developing already. As
Look at that,
there goes
yeah.
Spencer down on that nice smooth line down on the inside. As watch now, see that berm up there in the middle of the track. Some of the machines choose to go above that berm and run down that back straight. We're looking for the smoothest way around here, but warm conditions here. This track with 26 machines chewing at you is gonna chew it up pretty good here as they continue on here. There's your leader, that 21, into the lap traffic now. That's Ryan Spencer.
Well, we just got to tell them to, each time you go around, push a little bit farther on. Push a little bit, and we'll clear the track for them. I think we can get the message to everybody at once. I don't know.
Ryan Spencer, Flushing, Michigan, the hometown of that 47-year-old rider there, is Troy DeWalt just in the pit area. Just we're not sure if he will ride the sled today. Not feeling 100%. So they've added Dustin Furek has been added onto that team today to maybe take some laps here in this race course here now.
Right, and once again, we do wish all the best to Troy. Hopefully he is going to recover quickly and be with us down in Lincoln next weekend at the Cedar Tavern and Grill 250. That's coming up.
We've completed right now 20 laps. It'll be 21 this time by here for your leader in that number 21 Cataract Collision Arctic Cat. Second spot, the 24, the Novak Racing number 24, Billy Ski. In third spot, the Countryside Racing number 28. Fourth spot, the 57 Mickey's Sled Polaris. Fifth spot, that number 30 Tommy Bauer Racing number 30. Sixth spot, the Applebee's number 72. Seventh spot, Hoos Racing number 67. Eighth spot, the number 13 Pichet Racing machine. That machine started on the outside of the front row. In ninth spot, that number 48 KNE Racing machine. And rounding out the top 10, the other Tommy Bauer Racing entry, the champion up in the I-500, the 19, the Tommy Bauer Racing Polaris. Nice. That's your top 10 here currently.
We got number 10 coming into the pits. Number 10.
Number 10 will make his way down into pit road here now, and we'll see what's going on with that. Kind of early. That's John Booth on board that Grateful Meds 2019 Polaris. Has possibly some problem with that one now. Kind of early to be pulling down pit road, but
there's a really nice
we'll see. We'll see when we get the gang down there and get a report on that.
I'm seeing a ski change happening right now, right there on our monitor. They're
that's exactly
taking care of the exterior ski on that machine.
Great vision.
And that brings me to a question, Spanky. First of all, with the track conditions being as warm as they are today, there are multiple types of carbides. I am aware of that, but what do you think they'd be using today?
Well, I mean, that's a call of the different skis, the different packages available, but obviously the dirt really taking its toll. You can see the great vision by Flow Vision there is that pit stop underway, and that number 10 entry down there, that's the Grateful Meds 2019 Polaris back underway. John Booth will pull that one back out onto the race course here in Gaylord. As we continue on here in the Extreme PowerSports 300, we've completed 26 laps here, and your leader in that Cataract Collision Racing Arctic Cat, Ryan Spencer, on board that one. That is your leader here up in Gaylord, Michigan. There goes Ryan right there now as he'll put another sled a lap down and run. You can really see the berms really getting on the track already here, just 27 laps in. It'll be 28 this time by. And mild conditions here in Gaylord have created the track holding up fairly well for the conditions here. You will start to see some dirt start to show on the track, though, as just the amount of runs on this track are just shredding that ice down here, down to the dirt here in this gravel pit.
Go yellow, go yellow. We've got some sort of incident.
We got a caution on the race.
Right there.
Caution on the racetrack. One machine there now. We'll get a number on that one as the rider up and starting to walk back to that machine as we'll slow them down here under the yellow, and we'll get a number on that machine. And
If we can get Cody to bring us in a little tighter, if he's got any more
That's
throw left in his lens.
looks to be down in that. That's the number seven. We are told the number 7 machine. That's Luke Krentz. That machine. That might be. That doesn't look like the number 7. That looks like the number 57 possibly. The number 7 is an Arctic Cat, a black Arctic Cat.
Right,
so
KMW number 7.
that is
97. There we go. There we go. 92.
That might possibly be the 90,
92.
the 92. Tough to see that, but I'm sure some damage on the window. You can see the 92 on the side. That young lady, that's a lady driver out on that one, Haven Bouveret, Bad Axe, Michigan.
That's right.
The 19-year-old racer on the Mickey Sled and Snowmobile Depot 2022 Polaris. So
all right, there.
that'll get pulled back.